Okay, we'll just do that for now.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully you'll get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hey, everybody. It is Monday. Thanks for joining us here on Monday the 21st. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Podcast, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club Podcast here on Twitch. You see the graphic above my head there. Please like the show and share the show and subscribe to the channel and all that other stuff that people do. I have no idea what it all is. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, and we have a legendary comedian right here. Chuck Fox is here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have Trish. She'll be joining us in a little while. She's from EJ's PJs. EJ's PJs. They're doing a pajama drive.
Pajama drive.
Collecting pajamas for people who need pajamas.
That could be a little bit testy.
Testy?
Yeah.
Why?
Grabbing somebody's old pajamas?
Well, I'd like to think she washes them.
Ah.
You need pajamas?
Yeah, I need pajamas. I want somebody's used pajamas. That's something. That's something I have on my wish list.
Keep you nice and warm, and yeah, it's a good thing. We shouldn't make fun. She's going to be here.
Oh, that's true. We shouldn't make fun.
How are you, pal?
I'm good. How you been?
Good. I know. We were just saying that before we went on the air. It's been a while. But I think it's your first time doing the daytime thing with us,
Never
right?
did a daytime show.
Wow. Very nice. So, yeah, this is cool that you're here. What do you do during the day? I know the comedian, but I don't know what else you do. Or was that it?
No, that's it. I got a shop. We work on cars. We do window tinting and
nice.
high-end details and customization work and things like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So once Babylon. It's called Masters Window Tinting and Detailing.
Masters Window. Is it on Sunrise?
It's on 109.
Oh, okay.
It's right between Straight Path and Wellwood and Babylon. And
wow. Is that why you're? Because I see you post pictures a lot of cars and stuff. So,
yeah.
so that's your work?
That's all work, yeah.
Wow.
That's my work. I don't do shit.
Oh.
But my guys are really good at what they do.
Come on. Well, you must have some kind of talent or skill, which is why you got into it in the first place.
I found this was completely by accident.
Really?
Absolutely. 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I had an internet company, worked on construction projects, managing construction plans, things like that.
Really?
I had the first, actually in 1999, I had the first internet system that did that.
Wow.
Hooked up with a big blueprinting company in Jersey. And
Yeah.
long story short, it didn't work out at the end. We kind of disagreed on things.
Okay.
So we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
A friend of mine calls me up. He says, hey, there's this little spot in West Babylon. They do window tinting. I don't know nothing about window tinting. He goes, neither do I. But if the place doesn't work out, it's a beautiful location. We can make a hot dog stand out of it. So I said, what the hell?
Really? That's it?
That's it.
So you've never you don't know
did
anything. You
it,
just
never
sit back.
touched it, knew nothing about it.
Wow. So did you have to learn, or are these guys like robbing you blind?
Well, in the beginning, it was a little rough.
I bet.
I learned, and we do a lot of commercial work, a lot of office buildings and houses.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
stuff.
so not just cars.
Not just cars. So I had a lot of construction contacts.
Right.
So we can do, go and do office building window tinting and do the frost on the windows.
Wow.
So I had some contacts there, and I forced myself to learn. A year it took, and that was it.
Wow.
And then I realized that it's not a bad business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we kind of took off, and it's been 12 years.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess it's not a I guess it's good job security. That's not something that I would think would go away anytime soon.
Oh, it's illegal. Mm-hmm. Completely. To put tint on your car.
Completely illegal.
Completely.
I thought it was a minor percentage. I thought.
Nope.
Oh, so you're like a drug dealer. You're doing.
Yeah, I have a storefront crack office there.
Wow. Chuck Fox crackhead. Sure. Yeah.
Crackhead, crack dealer is the difference.
Oh, okay. Oh, true. You're like Walter.
I have no tint in my cars. I don't taste the product.
Right. You're like Walter White.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. So breaking glass.
Breaking glass, but people do it every day, and
yeah,
do a lot of cars. We do a lot of high-end details on newer cars, and we do that ceramic coating process and stuff like that.
So if it is totally illegal on cars, how come they don't come after you then?
It's not illegal to put it on. It's illegal to drive around with it.
So, but what else would you be doing with it if you put it on a car?
I have no idea. I've never asked.
Better off.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I mean, there's some things you could do legally. You could do the back of certain cars, and there's certain aspects of it that you
yeah, see, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So there's pieces of it that are okay.
Right.
There's just certain things that aren't.
Andrew Fremder, I thought my friend Tyrell got his windows tinted, but it turned out I was just looking at him through the window. Oh, my God. That's what I get for not reading in advance, man. I should know better with him.
That's it.
Oh, goodness. Wow. Oh, so what? So you're in charge. You're like, screw it. I can come here or do whatever I want during the day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know. Wow. I mainly deal with the customers, deal with the back office stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Do the schedules.
Yeah.
Because all the guys that work for me, they're all high-end techs, and they're all, what they do, but they're also all nuts.
Really?
Yeah. And they're very hard to find. They're very hard good ones. I found good ones. I've kept them for a long time.
Right. Yeah, because that's not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
I mean,
it's very hard.
Look at how many people and they change their screen on their phones and they have to kind of get the bubbles out. Nobody can do that.
It takes years, years to become good at it.
Really?
Yeah, it's not something you can just pick up. And I tried it, a couple times, and I gave up.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the title? Is it just I'm a window tinter? Or
yeah, it's a window. You have a window tinter, and then even
I'm a tinting engineer.
Tinting. Hey, there you go. Window modification expert. Yeah.
I like it. That's good.
But even the detailing guys, they have to know what they're doing. They're not just like guys who wash cars in a car wash. These guys know what they're doing.
Yep.
They know how to, correct paint on the car, they know their stuff.
Sure.
We also get paid a lot of money.
That always helps.
Not for me. But they're good, and they're all decent guys.
Oh, a tintologist.
Tintologist.
That's not bad. Yep. Not
Tintologist.
bad. Thank you, Andrew Fremder. And
don't give him any ideas. I'll be paying more money.
You're right. And you keep the same guys for a long time. You said why? Because you pay them good.
I pay them well.
Take good care of you guys.
Do.
Yep.
I have to put up with all their bullshit, but it's life.
That's anything. You own a business or run something. There's a lot of babysitting involved.
It's all babysitting.
Yep.
Everybody's got an issue. Everybody's got this, and
yeah.
Come in late, leave early. Nothing you can do. And it's not like, it's not like a guy mowing the lawn. You can fire him and go to Home Depot and get another one. You can't do that.
Right.
They don't exist.
But that's the thing. But you learn to, if they're good at what they're doing, you learn to take care of them, and they'll take care of you in the end too. Right.
And what happens is they know that
right.
It's slow. Okay, I'm not going to push you, but once we start getting busy,
right.
Get busy.
Right.
Sometimes we get real busy.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
you leave early a couple days, but
next time you stay late.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. You help me out, help you out. Right. That's what it's all about, man. You just do the right thing. Wow. So, and going back to your construction company, what you would just read the prints or make the prints?
Now, here's what we did. We set up when a big construction company has a job.
Yeah.
All right, they get a job in, like, they're going to build an office building, 20-story office building.
Right.
Well, they have all pages and pages of construction plans.
Right.
They have to get pricing. They have to send those plans out to all electricians and plumbers and painters and structural steel guys and sheet rock, all the little subcontractors.
The permit people.
Copies.
Right. Yeah.
You have to get prices.
Okay.
Well, you can put a price in. You got to get prices on all the material.
Right.
So you got to take these giant rolls of plans and send them out to dozens of different guys. Then
right.
Those guys got to send you back prices.
Like a bid, you're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So all this is bidding, and then once it's done, managing.
All right.
So a blueprinting company saw my little website and said, this is a great idea. We can sell the plans. Because those things are real expensive.
The plans themselves?
The plans themselves.
Really?
They cost like $1 a sheet.
Oh.
If not more.
Yeah.
And some of these things have hundreds of pages of plans.
Right.
And they got to send them out to dozens and dozens of contractors.
Right.
So some of these guys' bills are $20,000, $30,000 a month just to print the plans.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. It's ridiculously expensive.
Right.
And this giant company had a warehouse of blueprinting and services, and they had 3 offices. So they came to me, and they said, this was 1998 or 99, right around there.
Yeah.
And this is before the computers back then were what they are now.
Right.
So there was no service online that offered this. This was all done by mail and UPS and phone calls, and they used to have newspapers that listed the jobs and stuff. So I put everything into this little website where guys can go in. If you're a GC, you can put up your job. Say, I need plumbers, electricians, carpenters, and send them all little emails saying, I have a job. Come.
So then they would get the email, and they would then bid on the job.
Right. You would know. I'd say, hey, I got a job. You want to bid on it? You say, yeah, okay, fine. And at the time, the plan distribution was a pain.
Right.
To get these plans out to people. So we had a system that we could put the plans online. They could see them online.
Okay.
So they could look at them. Back then, you couldn't print them. You couldn't do anything with them. It was still, the technology was very slow.
Yeah.
But they can order them.
Okay.
So if they wanted to bid the job, they push a button. The blueprinting company in Jersey print them up and send them out.
Wow.
And it tracked. And now the construction guy had all the people who were bidding. They managed it. They were able to send plans out and collect their bids.
Right.
For the job. Mm-hmm. It was a very nice little system. First one on the block. Time went on. The computers got more efficient. Now people can download the plans.
Right.
They didn't need to print them.
Right.
They can download them onto their own computers. They can get their own little printer and stuff like that. So all this technology changed. But the blueprinting company, all their money was the printing. They didn't want to convert to the digital world.
Right. Yeah.
You know, the signs were on the wall.
Right.
Then all these other companies came up with the digital versions where people can download them and made it a lot more efficient, a lot more faster.
But they still needed somebody like you so they can find the jobs to bid on.
And copycats.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
other companies came on and copycatted
Right.
the systems. Now you had 10 different companies out there doing it. With the ability to download the plans, and the blueprinting company didn't want to give up. They didn't want you to download the plans. They wanted to send you a hard
Yeah,
copy.
of course.
That's where their money was. They're making a fortune
Right.
sending out these blueprints. So we went, back and forth saying, "Look, we have to convert. We got to convert." And they, "No, we don't need to. Everybody still needs plans." We broke up and said, "That's it."
Wow. But you're like a pioneer.
I was.
Look at you.
I was. I always did. And I don't know how to program a computer.
That's fantastic.
Serious as a heart.
I believe you.
Right?
You had trouble with your phone just now.
You asked me if I could do something. The answer was always yes, and then I figure out how to do it after.
Absolutely right. Yep.
My whole life.
Right. All right. You get off the phone, shit, and then you start making calls. You know somebody who can do this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you find out, and
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
That's fantastic. Construction workers make a lot of money. I know this from a conversation I had with the Doozers from Fraggle Rock. What the hell? All right. Again, that's what I get for not reading in advance. So where did the comedy fit into all this?
All right. While back,
Yeah.
my wife, through mutual friends, we met this couple. And she was from Russia.
Oh.
She was young, and her husband was about 10 years old. And all of a sudden, she adopted my wife. It was like they became best friends. So over the years, we grew very, very close. When the kids were born, we were there, and we used to go on vacations together and everything else. And this girl loved going to comedy shows. This Russian girl, with the heaviest Russian accent you ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
Loved to go to comedy shows, and she used to get the free tickets. And come on, we're going. So every Friday, every Saturday, we were coming here, going to comedy shows.
Yeah.
And she sees the sign, that little.
Oh, for the
John's class.
John Truson's class, yeah.
This is about 12 years ago, and she kept saying, "Oh, you should take it. You should take it." So I didn't tell anybody. I signed up for the class. Took the class, and then the first time anybody found out about it was when we had the show.
They knew coming to the show, or you convinced them to come, and then all of a sudden you're on stage.
No, they found out I was going to be on stage at that.
I didn't
tell them
night.
about the class. I didn't tell them about anything.
Right.
So I told them I'm on the show.
Holy shit,
and then
that's
we did
great.
the first 2 shows, and I had a really good night.
Yeah.
And took his class again.
Oh, you took it a second
Took
time?
a second time, and had a really good time. I took it a third time.
Oh, wow.
3 times in a row, and because I just love doing it.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
And why the need to take it 2 more times?
I liked it.
Did you get something different out of it?
More out of it.
Yeah.
I knew that starting out, you're not going to get shows like that. You're not going to go in front of a 250 people.
That's right.
Room show.
Yeah.
I'm going to have 2 of them. I think the first class we sold so many tickets, we went up with 3 shows.
Nice.
And I love doing it, and I felt that I can get more out of it if I did it again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can always learn something. I was just curious what your reason was.
And I just like doing it, and I like doing the show. I said, you know what? In the next 6 months, I'm gonna have 6 shows in front of sold out people,
Right.
and that's gonna be a good learning experience.
Yeah.
And then I started out with Brian McKenna.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, me and him were in there. Jordan Louderback.
Oh, nice.
Brian McKenna. Trying to think who else was in there, but then we used to go. Me and Brian, we used to go into the city, the open mics all the time. We did all the stuff. We used to sit at the bar out here on every Thursday and Sunday. Me and him would be sitting there.
Yeah.
Waiting to get a piece, and got a couple things here and there.
Yeah, sure.
Getting a couple shows,
Especially for Brian, it's worked out really nice for
Brian
him.
did really good. But Brian, you got to put the work in. I had the job, I had the family, I got the thing. I didn't,
Yeah, he's a little younger than you. I think
a lot
he's
younger than me.
Yeah, I was
He
going to say.
a freaking kid when
I think even now
he's in his 30s. He's only in his 30s, and
Right.
this was going back 10, 12 years.
Right.
When we started, but it's 7 days a week.
Multiple mics a night.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
jump around. You got to go do
Right.
work. I mean, I went to a couple of mics. I did a couple things here and there, but
it is a lot.
I did
man.
it for fun. I was doing it for the I wasn't going to become the next Don Rickles.
Yeah.
I was doing it for fun,
And
and it worked out because I had a little, I had a tad bit of success.
Yeah.
Doing it this way.
Yeah, I was going to say on the locally, it seems you've done all right.
I've done okay.
I don't
I'm
know,
not gonna complain. I
yeah.
mean, there's always more, but I'm not gonna. I get asked to do stuff now, and
Sure. Yeah, that's great.
so that worked out. That worked out okay. So I'm happy with it. If I get something, I get something. I don't.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not gonna go driving all over the country. If somebody asks me to do something, I'll do it.
Well, what would be the biggest? Well, yeah. Tell me what's the biggest, maybe the biggest audience or the biggest place you've.
I did a couple of nice shows. We did the Ronald McDonald House here.
Oh, that's nice.
We did that charity benefit. I did a bunch of shows here at McGuire's and Brokerage, regular shows.
Well, and we were talking before we went on the air. You just headlined at McGuire's.
Yes.
That's really freaking cool.
I was an amazing show.
Yeah,
I really was. Peaches Rodriguez was on it.
Oh,
Bud
nice.
was on it. So it was a really, really good show. It was a sold out house.
And McGuire's is great, man.
I love McGuire's.
Me too.
And we have four comics.
Nice.
4 comics on the show.
That's how it's supposed to be.
The show was an hour and a half.
Right.
To
That's it.
To the button.
Right.
And every single one killed.
Yeah.
We did the Bohemia Firehouse last month. That was 300 people.
Nice.
Again, another 4-5 comic show, and it was. I didn't tape. That's the one thing we didn't tape that show. I destroyed that show. It was a great show.
Yeah, I've done Murder Mysteries there. They're a wild bunch.
Yeah,
they're a lot of fun.
That was a great one, and so I did a bunch of things I'm happy with.
Yeah, McGuire's. Yeah, it just has an energy about it. Now, since they expanded the Giggle Room, I get the same exact feeling in there.
I like the Giggle Room because it's much more intimate.
Yes.
You're right up on top of the people.
Yep.
You're right there.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the club is the mecca, and everybody wants to get up there, and it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the intimate setting is so much
I
fun.
mean, even like the Brokerage is fun.
Yeah.
We did a couple of good shows at the Brokerage.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd love to do more, but
of course,
I take what I get.
Yeah. And who have you have you worked with any big you know what? Give me some memorable stories from a life in comedy.
Okay, let's go through. Open for Stephen White.
Stephen Wright.
Stephen White. No, different one. Stephen White. Sounds like White.
Yeah.
Here, and it was one of the first real shows I was doing.
Yeah.
And then Chris Roach was on here, and Dennis Rooney was on here.
Oh, Dennis Rooney was hilarious.
Like, oh my God, I'm sitting in a room with, I'm way out of my league.
Right. Yeah.
So I get up, and I remember right in the front there was this 89-year-old lady who wouldn't stop talking. Every time you said something, she said something. I remember poor Dennis was up there getting destroyed by this lady, and she kept talking. And then, so I get up and she's talking to me, and I wanted to say something, but again, I was just new. I didn't want to you know,
Yeah.
don't want to get banned the first time I get on stage.
Right, right.
So I told Stephen White, I said, listen, I go, this lady's going to bust chops. I go, I wanted to say this, but, you know, I can't. Maybe you can. And I said, just say this. I go, ask her, I said, how old are you? He goes, 89. I said, in 89 years, nobody ever told you to shut the fuck up? Yeah. That was one. Another time, I'm out here in the same room. It was a big crowd. I forget who was on. But there was a table of girls.
Right.
It must have been out, like, I don't know. It was just a table of women. Just a whole row of them. And they wouldn't shut the fuck up the whole time. They just kept talking and talking loud.
Yeah.
So I went over there, and I knelt down on their table.
Oh, wow.
Right from the stage. It was right up
Yeah,
against the stage.
yeah.
So I knelt down on their table, and I did half my set on their table, looking at them.
That's
As I'm talking, and I was
fantastic.
like talking to each one of them, and they were all standing there like looking at me as I knelt down. I was kneeling, and I had one knee on their table. I'm standing there on their
Yeah.
table.
That's great.
That was another one. So there's a bunch of funny things that happen.
I can't think of any like actual stories of what you said, but even the gig you headlined at McGuire's, you had some good audience, some good crowd work.
Yes.
Yeah, which is not easy. Crowd work is never easy. But yeah, you had a little bit back and forth, and I personally love crowd work. I love that stuff. So you had them engaged, and in fact, I remember. I think you went as soon as you got up there. You were asking for somebody.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the. I asked him. One thing I do. It's good. You know, it's funny because a lot of the interactions she with stages. I mean, comics have like a drawer full of interactions,
Yes, right.
and they pull them out. So,
Right.
oh, it's a lawyer. I got a lawyer one. I got a doctor. I got a doctor one.
Right.
So sometimes it seems like it's off the cuff.
But yeah, that's the beauty of it, right?
Meanwhile,
Oh, that's right. This guy was getting married. Is that what it was?
No. This guy. I asked if anybody celebrated anything. It was a birthday.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
lady's birthday.
Right.
So I said, "Oh, COVID's over. It's your birthday. He promised you.
Right,
He
right.
promised you a dinner and a show. You're thinking like Spark Steakhouse in Hamilton. You wind up here with chicken fingers and me. Right? You're a cheap fuck.
That's
walk
great.
away. So
And that right. That's the thing, right? Yeah. And we've talked about it. I've talked about it a lot on the show. You always have like these stock ad libs because it works, and then you're like, all right, I got to remember that. But the idea is to sell it though to make it look like it's
it just happened.
right, like you just came up with it, right?
And sometimes you have stuff that just happened.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. But then you keep it,
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you keep it and you use it for another
Right.
another time.
right? And that's one of the things I learned in Truson's class. You, no matter what it is you're saying, just stand behind it and sell it 100%. And even if it's not the funniest thing you've ever heard, it still works as long as you're selling it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then and there's some things you can interchange it. You could save it and pull it out for. All of a sudden, it comes back. Something comes back.
Right. Yes. Right.
And then you can use it. You can use the same thing you did for something else. You can have a Reagan joke that you can use for Obama that you can use for this.
Right.
The situation just pops up.
Yeah.
You say, oh wow, I have something for that.
And callbacks too. That
Yeah.
audiences love callbacks. They just can't get enough of that. Do you, and how often do you change your stuff up?
I don't do enough.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel about my
I
stuff.
don't do enough to keep coming up with a whole bunch of new. I write new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And I try it out. But I only usually try one thing out and stuff like that.
But the reason I ask is because you'll throw a lot of stuff on Facebook,
Yeah.
and I laugh my ass off, and I'm thinking, like, I wonder if he throws that in, and I actually have a few examples here. I put some examples down because I thought it was hilarious. Trying to figure out this new pronoun thing. Why would you need to find out what pronoun someone wants to use when the only time you use a pronoun is when you are talking to a third party about that person?
Yeah.
Most times they're not even around to hear what pronoun you used. Never walked up to someone and they said, "Hey, hey, him, how you doing?"
Yeah.
It just gets better. So many rappers getting shot reminds me of when Paul Simon did that drive-by past Neil Young's house over the East Coast, West Coast thing. I was dying. Anyone else loving this global warming? Keeps Keeps up like this, we'll have Thanksgiving barbecues, which is true. Someone said if you get banned from Facebook, you can open an account by switching the letters of your first and last name, and people would still know who you are. Don't think that would be a good idea in my case. Chuck Fox. Think about it. I laughed my ass, especially that one. I thought that one was really clever.
Yeah. In fact, the first one, I'm working on a routine with the pronouns. How it could turn into an Abbott and Costello routine.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you say, hey, I invited Jim to the party. Do you know if he's going? And the guy goes, yeah, well, Z's going. I go, I don't know Z. You go, who's Z? He goes, Jim. I go, yeah, I asked Jim if Jim's going. Yeah, Z's going. I go, look, I give up. I go, tell Jim he wants to invite somebody they can come. He goes, oh, no, they can't make it.
Right. That's perfect. That would totally work. So
he's got to work that out to make it into like an Abbott and Costello routine.
That's great. Jackie Sherman's watching. Hello, Jackie and Carol Miner's there. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're hanging out with Chuck Fox, great comedian, good friend of the studio here. And we have Trish from EJ's PJs. She's coming in soon. She's going to talk about her pajama drive. Cool. And
isn't there a business on like selling used panties?
Selling used panties?
Worn panties. I mean, it's like
there's plenty of girls.
Kind of freak out there
that. Yeah. There's girls out there that sell, and I knew somebody that would. Not only she would have, she would send you a picture. You could send her the panties. So you can buy your own panties or your own underwear, send it to her. She would then take a Polaroid of her wearing it, send you the Polaroid and the underwear back. So that so you knew that she wore them.
Wouldn't this girl make more money doing that for the homeless and instead of putting PJs on?
Well, if they're homeless, I'm assuming they don't have a lot of money to pay for that.
No, but she sells them and then gives the money to the homeless.
Oh, giving the mony to the homeless.
Yeah. Talk about a panty drive.
She's going to last 5 minutes in here, then she's going to bulk.
I'm going to be nice.
Let's get it all out of our system now.
Nice.
I mean, it's, any charitable thing like that, especially this time of year, it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's not every idea's a good one, though.
This isn't new for her. At least I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. It was just introduced to me yesterday. In fact, when I posted yesterday, anybody want to be on my show tomorrow? Because I didn't have anybody lined up. And you were nice enough to offer to come in. But then a friend of mine who knows this girl said, oh, she'd love to be able to promote her thing on here. I was like, oh, all right. So I never heard of it either. But in fact, when I looked her up on Facebook, she's friends with a lot of comedians.
Yeah.
Yeah, Butera and Haft and.
They should do a pajama comedy show.
Maybe she does.
Pajamas.
There's ugly sweater parties. Why not pajama parties? Pajama parties.
Pajama comedy party.
Pajama comedy. That's hard to say.
Yeah, it is.
Pajama comedy parties. That'd be kind of I mean, and she, seems like she'd look good in pajamas. Like there's certain people I don't want to see in their pajamas or their underwear or anything.
We get to pick the pajamas. We get to see them.
Well, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. She did ask, what am I supposed to bring? I said, I don't know if you want to bring pajamas. I didn't know what to ask. So I'll tell you what. We'll get her to put on pajamas, but you're doing a bit now about ballroom dancing. Yeah. So we'll get her to put your pajamas on if you do some ballroom dancing for us.
Ballroom dancing.
Yeah, you would do that with her?
I'll do ballroom dancing.
That was very white right there.
Yeah.
So and that's true. She really did make you go ballroom dancing.
We really went ballroom dancing.
I did it when I had two legs, and never again.
We really went ballroom dancing, and the dance instructor with the tight spandex thing. It looked like one of those giant salamis you see hanging in a thing with the rope tight.
Yep.
That was most of this shit I do is, true or close to true.
Okay. And
something that happened.
Smart man, because you keeping the wife happy, going ballroom dancing.
Dancing.
You've been married almost 50 years, right?
42 years.
Oh, all right. I wasn't too far off, but
42 years. Don't make me older than I am. This is hard enough.
Wow. And married how many of those years?
Oh, let's see. I got out of the Navy. I had no place to live. I met her in a bar. A couple weeks later, we moved in because I had no place to stay.
This is romantic. I'm going to cry.
That's it. And it's true.
I hear you.
We were together ever since.
Wow. So you only knew her a few weeks when you moved in together, and you've been together all these years.
I met her. I was in the Navy. I was in Philadelphia, and I was coming back and forth on weekends. And I met her at the Whistle Stop, which is now Katie's in Smithtown.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I mean, it was crazy back then. But
that's a good thing.
Met her there, and I would come home every weekend. We'd hang out together, and then I was living with a bunch of guys in Center Beach.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day that place didn't have it anymore, and I showed up at the door with a bag and clothes and my boots in my hand, and I needed to stay for a while, and that was it.
Nice. And veteran, very nice. Thank you, pal.
Yeah.
And is it did one of your sons go into the Navy as well? Do you have a son?
No, I got two.
You have two
girls.
daughters.
I got
You
two
have two
girls. I
girls.
just had another grandson.
I was going to ask you about that too.
Yeah.
This is your second grandkid.
My second one.
Congratulations.
Two boys.
Okay.
And
If you don't mind me asking, the one that she just had, he was in the hospital for a little bit, right?
Yeah. He was supposed to have been born on November 12th.
Okay.
He was born before Halloween.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right? Way before. So he was almost a month early. So he spent a month in an NICU and
okay.
Under the incubators and
Right.
feeding tubes and all the other stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And he came through with flying colors.
Okay.
So he's
Excellent.
doing wonderful now.
Right. I remember the post. He's coming home. All that stuff. Yeah.
Right. So he's doing really good now.
Mm-hmm. Some great photos of the two boys together. Yeah. That's great.
The one he's like a freaking movie star looking kid, man. He's really really good looking kid.
Where do you get that from?
The genes, man.
Who's
good genes? Good genes.
And so so now everybody's doing well, right?
Everybody's doing good. Mom is home, and
nice.
everybody's doing well.
And you just mentioned a minute ago that a lot of your material is based on true stories.
Yeah, it's stuff that happens, or stuff you see.
The casket?
That's a true story.
That's fantastic.
Swear to God, it was a true story. I had to change because it was my father-in-law and mother-in-law. Sounds funnier than father-in-law.
Right. Okay.
Actually happened to my father-in-law.
Should we tell it, or should we tell people to come see you to hear it?
I can give a little bit.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's whatever you want, because I don't want to ruin your set. So whatever you want to do.
What happened was, my father-in-law passed, and they all went down. He was in North Carolina, and they were all upset, and they let the family come into the funeral home first to view the remains, and they walked up to the casket, and it wasn't him. It was somebody else. And they said, "This isn't my father."
I can't imagine what that must feel like.
Right? And the guy had the balls to tell him, "Oh, yeah, it is. He just looks a little different."
Oh, my God.
Because he's passed. Yeah.
It was like
my father didn't have a mustache. You know?
Right.
So,
that
really happened. Oh. That really happened. So I changed it around. I made it mother-in-law, and
right.
I threw some stuff in there. But that is a funny.
That's great. Yeah. How do you not make a bit out of that?
Yeah. That's a whole thing.
That's fantastic. And your wife must be cool. I mean, like, she doesn't care you made a bit out of it.
Shit. I used to do more like really hacky. When you first start out, you know what you're doing. So I did a lot of the old what everybody does. I'm married. I'm this. I'm
yes.
that. It's the same shit that everybody does. But you don't realize it.
Right.
That it's the same stuff everybody else does.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. I think people are just happy because I can't tell how many new people now they just talk about porn. You know, it's like one comic after another just talking about porn. You're like, oh my God, enough already.
Yeah.
Like the first Truson show I did, he put me on last.
Yeah.
And there was, I think, 13 of us, which is just, that's tough enough. I don't care how good or bad you are. But I think it was like 8 out of the 12 before me who were doing porn jokes. I had people texting me that were there. Please don't tell me you're doing porn jokes.
Yeah, same thing. But you gotta. I started doing little things that twist it. Like you start off with trying to do a hack, but then you kind of bend it so it's not that.
Right.
It's not what they're gonna expect.
Right.
Did one on Viagra. Everybody starts to hard on and this and that and go all day long. But mine is I gave. Doctor gave me a bottle of pills. I don't even say Viagra. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what. Let's do it. Spam calls.
Said I had a problem. Doctor gave me a bottle of pills. I go, it didn't work. I made the wife take the whole bottle. She never got any better looking. So it's kind of a little twist.
But how did she react to stuff like?
She sat there like a trooper, man.
Yeah, she knows it's all.
She trooper, yeah.
You go home and kiss her ass. I love you, baby.
Yeah, she knows. She understands. And then a lot of shit I ran between it. But I also throw stuff that she did to me.
Right.
She told everybody I was hung like an elephant. It was years before I found out she meant my nose was longer than my dick. Stuff like that. Little stupid shit. Stupid shit that you throw in.
Yeah. I think you have that. Is that the first time you're up? I think that video on YouTube as well?
I have a first one on video. The very first time I was up.
Yeah, I think I watched that.
A couple of ones other on there.
Yeah.
And then I have one from Broadway. I had a really good set at Broadway.
Oh, nice.
That's up. And then I put the one up from the headlining show. And
Right.
I have another one from another show. So I have a couple up.
It's
and
always.
you can see the transition. It's friggin' amazing.
Exactly what I was about to say. It's interesting to me, especially when I'm friends with the comic. I watched the very early, then I watched some of the later stuff. It is a world of difference. I mean, and for a first time, it was very good. But knowing you and then seeing more recent stuff, and I've even seen you in the big room, like you could see like the nervous energy. Like you could tell a little bit. Again, it's very good for first time, but you see the differences from all these years later, and that's always interesting to me.
Yeah. And I watch them because just for the material is kind of shifted.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely gotten. Yeah, it's. I guess it is smarter, and just like you said, you try to go a different way, and. In the beginning, it was still better. One of the better first time sets I've seen, but there's definitely an evolution,
Yeah.
And I really enjoy watching that stuff. Jackie says congratulations on the grandson. All right,
Thank you.
I'm going to read from there to myself before I read it out loud. What? Life is like taking Viagra and X-Lax at the same time. You don't know if you're coming or going.
This guy doesn't know where we live, right?
Yeah, and there's Carol putting her hand in front of her face. Yes, we're a nice, close, extended family here. They're used to Andy and his weird comments. So you know what? I did want to mention to you guys. You know what? I'll save it for later. So we're awaiting the arrival of Trish. She's got her EJ's PJs coming soon. There was something I wanted to talk to you about in particular. Where the hell was it? Because you're a big sports guy.
Yeah.
There was something with the Mets and Yankees. Oh, here it is. I don't know if you heard about this. The Mets and Yankees are in trouble. They're getting, there's a little investigation going on.
Yeah. With the collusion.
Yeah, with Judge.
Yeah.
So, so something went out about Aaron Judge being, the top free agent this winter, and the report said that the Mets reportedly are not interested. But apparently, they shouldn't have been discussing it, because you're not allowed to really discuss. You can't really make deals and whatnot until after the World Series is over.
You can't offer any contracts till after the World Series, and you're not supposed to talk to each other.
Right.
But you get two guys sitting in the bar having a drink, say, "Listen, I'm not going to go after you guys."
Right.
Is that collusion? Is that
Well, right, and that's what they're saying. The fact that one sentence, Aaron Judge is this offseason's biggest free agent prize, but the New York Mets reportedly aren't interested. The fact that the Yankees or Judge already knows that the Mets are not interested, they're saying that's a violation of its collective bargaining agreement. It's insane.
The second thing is, who's the source for this?
Right, which they haven't said.
They don't know who said this.
Right.
It could have been anybody. It could have been Judge.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hang on. The article in question was published to the website of the Mets television affiliate on November 3rd, reportedly caught the interest of the MLB Players Association. So then they're investigating whether improper communication occurred between the Mets and the Yankees. The league is reportedly expected to request Steve Cohen, the Mets owner, and Hal Steinbrenner to provide records of all phone, text, and email conversations between them during the period in question. And the Players Association has a right to file a grievance as well.
Hey, he could have got $170 million, not $160 million.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And it just never fails. The Mets, like the craziest shit always comes out of the Mets.
Where are your phone records? I don't have phone records.
I don't have phone records. I guess I'd have to call T-Mobile and ask for phone records.
Yeah. And what's it going to say? It's like 2 minutes, okay. What did you say to him in 2 minutes?
Right. Yeah, true. That's a good point. It baffles me, man, how the Mets are always in the center of some weirdness like that. Always. But yeah, I thought that was just a crazy story. Just, that one sentence sparks an investigation. Crazy.
Him and millionaires crying.
Yeah. Yep. I hear you.
It's like I can't. I want more money, and you're stopping me. Shut up.
Yeah. Well, that's like we talked about it last week. Yasiel Puig he was nailed for betting.
Yeah.
He didn't bet on baseball, so he's all right. But he was setting up his bets with through an illegal organization, and then they were investigating this organization, so they brought him in for questioning. Turned out he lied during his deposition, I guess. So now he's in all sorts of trouble, and it turned out like he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then paid it, and then lost like $900,000 within the next month. That infuriates me. I don't care. You pay these guys whatever. They're entertainers and they're famous. Pay them, but when you have that kind of money to waste on betting, you have too much money. That's how I see it. He should, and that should be a punishment to these guys. When you're caught doing something like that, all right, well, now you're going to make half for the next, 3 years or something.
After you lost the first 900, wouldn't you think you'd say to yourself, I'm not good at this?
Yeah, right. Well, that's my point.
I'm not good at this.
He realizes that, but then is able to spend another $9. That's absurd to me. I mean, $900,000, man. That's,
I wish I knew who he was betting on so I could bet against him.
Yeah, right. Find out what he's betting on so that you know. He was. I think it was pretty much every major league sport except baseball, pretty much, if I remember right. It was something like that. But speaking of millionaires crying, I never knew this. I don't know. I think this was information that was out there already, but there's a new book about King Charles coming out. I want to say Prince Charles, but it's King Charles now. This book claims that King Charles' childhood toy traveled with him well into his 40s. It was a teddy bear named Teddy. Whenever Teddy lost a button or began to fray, King Charles's former nanny was called upon to bring him back to health. He still does have the teddy bear. As a matter of fact, the woman who takes care of the teddy bear, her name is Mabel. She is the only person who was allowed to mend this bear. Was the only person allowed to mend this bear for decades and decades. And only recently she has stopped because she's, old. But and he still travels with the teddy bear.
Now you just realized you just wasted 2 minutes of your life reading that.
But that's why I read it with you here, because you always have the best insights on stuff like this. This guy's 70-something years old. He's traveling with a teddy bear. I was like, I had to read that twice. I was like, what?
I don't have a problem with him traveling with a teddy bear.
Really?
But what the fuck are you telling me about it for? Why do I care?
Well, that's what I'm saying, because you always have...
In your wildest imagination, I would not give a shit if King Charles had a teddy bear.
You don't think that's weird?
I think it's weird that people even said something about it. And then people are talking about it and reading it.
Well, what else? I mean, that's the whole point of the show. It's this is a comedy show. We talk about,
I guess,
crazy stuff, and
that's insane.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Like I said, I had to read that twice. It's like a 70-something-year-old prince, now king, travels with a teddy bear.
But think about it. The king has nothing to do anyway. What's he going to do? He's going to play with a teddy bear. He's got all the time in the world in his hands. What do you do as a king?
I'm the king. I'll travel with 8 blondes.
Yeah. Who cares?
I'm not traveling with a teddy bear. I'll travel with, I don't know, other kings and...
It could be a pickup tool. Oh, look at you. Little girls go, oh, that's so cute, you know?
Do you need to have a pickup line when you're the king?
That's true.
Like, why you walk up to any woman, I'm the king. Yeah. That's all. That's all you need. I just, I was shocked when I read that. Oh, and all right. Well, here's something I don't care about. All this big news about all the snow in Buffalo.
Listen, I wrote about this.
Yes, which is why I'm bringing it up.
Yes, I wrote about this. Like I said, I don't care how good the wings are. You got to be nuts to live there.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
This reminds me of the Eskimos. All right? The Eskimos.
Mm-hmm.
They came to what? They came to Alaska 10,000 years ago during the last ice age. They walked across the ice bridge from Siberia. They traveled thousands of miles across the ice.
Right.
They wind up in the Arctic Circle in Alaska and go, wow. How big was the place they were coming from?
Right.
That they wind up there and say, this is like heaven.
This is paradise.
This is it. We're here. You know?
The weather is fantastic.
I think it was the guy's wife. The Eskimo's wife.
Yeah.
You know, she stopped. She goes, that's it. You're lost. Admit it.
You're
I
right.
told you to ask for directions 1,000 miles ago, but no, you know where you're going. Well, you wanted to move away from Mom? Well, here we are. I hope you're happy. I'm not taking another step.
But why is this even news? It snows up there all like pretty much.
7 feet of snow.
They got 7 feet this weekend.
It's a lot of snow.
Yes.
Okay.
I
to
agree.
Live in
but
a place that gets 7 feet of snow is just insane.
Granted, but it snows up there every year from like September to April, and it usually builds up to because it's not like they get rid of it. It's not like here where it's where it warms up and the snow disappears or melts away, I should say. It stays there. So then the next storm comes and it builds up. I mean, that's what happens up there.
We get 6 inches. I pulled the for sale sign on my house out.
Right.
I'm done.
Yeah. Well,
I couldn't imagine.
No.
There's nothing to do up there anyway.
Right.
Now you're up there not doing anything. You get stuck and shoveled 7 feet of snow.
Right.
Are you crazy?
Yep. I was watching a news report, and there was this one guy, who lives there, and he was, of course he's like, well, it's a little bit more than I expected. But this guy, he had like a sweatshirt like this on, and it was open, just like you're doing now. And that was it. And the snow, and he had like straggly hair. He had a big, giant, thick beard. He looked like a stereotypical guy that would live up there. But again, he's dressed, no gloves. Like that. If that doesn't say how used to it they are, like
I can never get used to it.
I couldn't do that. No, I couldn't do it.
I couldn't. No. I spent when I was in the Navy. I was up stationed in the Great Lakes, and just north of Chicago. And I remember the summer was like unbearably hot.
Right.
We were in boot camp. We get out of boot camp and go to training school there. And then we went down to the beach, Lake Michigan.
Okay.
It was like September. It was hot. It was like 90-something degrees. So we go to this beach on Lake Michigan, and I went in the water. And that was the coldest shit I ever went into my life.
Yeah, I bet.
I've been in Lake George.
Yeah.
I've been in the ocean here in, May.
Right. Do you ever do the The polar bear?
No.
Well, it sounds like you did.
No, I don't go outside when it gets below 50.
Not even the tint windows.
No, they yell because I blast the heat out. And cold and me don't get along. At all.
Is that one of your goals? Is to get out of here eventually?
I've been moving to Florida since 1982. Something always keeps me here. My whole family's down there. They're all down Miami.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
The grandkids are down there?
No, my grandkids are up here.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's why I'm here now, because I'm never getting out of here now.
That's right.
Because my son-in-law works for the sheriff's department in Suffolk.
Oh, yeah.
So he ain't going nowhere.
No way.
So she ain't going to leave. My other daughter's in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Works for Spotify.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's a big shot at Spotify.
Nice.
She travels all over the world. She was just in Stockholm.
Really?
Yeah.
Stockholm.
She's been all over the world with Spotify.
Sweet.
Yeah, India and all over Europe.
Yeah, very nice.
So she's got it made. They live in Miami. My sister's down there. My brother's down there. And some other relatives down there. So we're always trying to get down there, but we never make it.
Yep. Well, like you said, with the grandkids.
No, it's always something.
From their Tony Montana's second home is in Buffalo. Ladies love the winter because randomly they'll get 6 to 8 inches. Do my jokes need an instruction manual or just to be exchanged for other jokes? Yes. Yes. Damn. All right, so we're hanging out with Chuck Fox. We do have Trish from EJ's PJs joining us soon. Let's see. Oh, another thing you wrote about. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift, a big snafu with Ticketmaster.
Taylor Swift and Ticketmaster. I remember somebody else I saw something. Yeah, we used to go down. You used to get them at Sears. Remember? You could Ticketmaster at Sears.
Yep.
You know?
The long line.
You bought them off a scalper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the scalpers, back then they would get the tickets right then and there from Sears, walk right outside.
Yep.
And sell them off.
That's it.
Yep.
You used to remember going to the Jones Beach. You used to stand in line and sit in a tent.
Right.
In line getting tickets for Jones Beach.
Mm-hmm. I miss those days, to be honest with you.
But why is government getting involved in this?
I know, because they're saying Ticketmaster. Now they're saying it. The Ticketmaster has no competition. For many buyers, there's no avoiding Ticketmaster if you want to attend an event. Like it's been this way as long as I've been alive.
First of all, there's 360 million people in the thing. The stadium holds, 5,000?
Right.
So a whole lot of people ain't going to that show anyway.
Right.
You know?
Ticketmaster's excessive wait times and fees are completely unacceptable, as seen with today's Taylor Swift tickets. This is a symptom of a larger problem. I don't know who even said this. It's no secret that they are an unchecked monopoly, tweeted Representative Dave Cicilline. I don't even know who that is.
All the crap going on in this country and in the world, and you got a guy concerned about Ticketmaster?
Right. Well, I mean, he represents his constituents who are trying to use they're getting screwed with their hard-earned money.
There's 10,000 seats. Somebody's getting screwed.
Right.
Yeah, everybody ain't getting on the show.
All right, let me run a video of something. I believe Trish is here, and I think I have to go let her in.
Okay.
So let me...
You want me to do it? I'll let her in.
Oh, yeah? Is that all right?
I got it. You go do your work.
Thanks.
I'm here doing nothing anyway.
Well, I don't have to do anything now if you're going there.
Save my seat. I got questions.
Well, it's just this door right here. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, so Chuck has questions. Ladies, I read that already. All right, so I think Chuck is letting in Trish from EJ's PJs, and and then I'm very interested to see what Chuck's questions are. Chuck is great. Very funny man, good comedian. Go see him if you can. I'll ask him when he comes back in what his upcoming dates are and where to find him and all that good stuff. Hi guys, come on in. What in the world? Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What happened? You can pee, sure. You want to do it in the bathroom, or? Make a left out of here, and it's the last door on the left.
Thank you.
Cool.
This is Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi.
Are you?
And Dorothy. Mom, where's your drink?
Hi, Dorothy. Good. How are you?
And Dorothy to you.
Oh. So, are you guys coming on the air with us, or are you just hanging?
She's not. I am.
All right. So have a seat on the end there, right there.
You want me to go outside?
No, you can just sit on the couch. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Last door on the left. She's nervous? Is she? Piece of cake. Piece of cake. All right, so let me see here. All right, so, and I'll turn the, so I bring that mic up, bring it up. There you go. And let's see. You know what? I think, go ahead, say something.
Hello?
Nope, try it now.
Hello?
There you go. All right, you're on. So how old are you, Patrick?
I'm 13.
You're 13. All right, so my first question to you then is, what's going on? Are you playing hooky or something? What do you? Are you skipping school today? What's going on here?
I'm not skipping school, but
I think we just ratted you out.
school early.
You left school early.
Yes, to be here.
Just to be here?
Yes.
See that?
Wow, he's going to be disappointed, huh? Wow, just to be. And what excuse did you give the school?
Doctor's appointment.
There you go.
Dr. Fox?
That's it. That's it. Well, nice to have you here.
Yep.
Changed my whole line of questioning, but nice to have you here.
We can. We can still ask some good questions.
There we go.
Absolutely. We're waiting on Trish. She likes Trish, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we're waiting on Trish. She had to go to the girls' room because she's all nervous. And so Dorothy doesn't want to be on. But do you work with her, or?
I'm her aunt.
You're her aunt. Oh, okay. So you're just hanging out. And do you approve of this? Pulling this? You do. You approve of it? Oh, all right. You got a cool aunt right there.
All right, what grade are you in, kid?
I'm in 7th.
Seventh grade.
Nothing important going on this week with the holiday and stuff at school, so it didn't matter?
Yeah, guess not.
Do you like school?
I mean, I like it because it's gonna help me for my future. That's really it.
Oh, good answer. Wow. I wasn't that smart when I was 13.
Really?
All right, here she is, and you're in trouble already, Missy. You lied to the school to pull him out?
I wrote appointment, APPT, period.
What was that?
Appointment. You see that?
Oh, well, he said you'd said a doctor's appointment.
No, I didn't. I didn't write that.
See that?
You
get his mother in trouble. And
Yep,
right
that's
off
what
the
I
bat,
do.
and throw her under the bus.
But you know that's come sit.
We are like, do you need my decorations?
Do I who what where what?
You want my decorations?
Your decorations? Yes, as a matter of fact. Wow. So, but yeah, you know they're thinking doctor's appointment when you tell them appointment. So. Wow. And
He's already in trouble, actually. Anyways, this is punishment for him.
what's he in trouble for? What did he do?
Go ahead, tell him.
In ELA, I got in trouble because I made a really loud noise, and my teacher said don't do it again, and then 10 minutes later I did it again. So I got in trouble.
What kind of noise?
Yeah, did you fart? What was it?
No. I mean, I could do that too.
No, that's all right.
That's the other sound effect he does that's really irritating.
We'll take your word for it.
Make the sound.
Yeah, do the sound effect for us.
Well, which one? The loud one?
The loud one.
Yeah, the one you got in trouble for. Do that again.
That's pretty good.
That was loud.
Yeah.
What, did it scare the hell out of the teacher?
I guess.
And she knew it was you right away?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. What does that mean? Does that somebody rat you out, or you fessed up, or what? Or she just knew?
I guess it was so loud, like everyone heard it, including her.
Right. Holy cow. That was loud. Holy. So 10 minutes later you did it again.
Yes.
Are you normally in trouble like this? Do you normally pull this kind of garbage?
No. This is
All right.
one of my first times.
In middle school.
Yeah. In middle school? What do you
In
mean
middle school, your first time in trouble, I think.
I've never gotten in trouble in elementary.
No.
See, now they're going to fight here. This is
it.
This
in
is awesome.
middle school, this
That's
is your
it.
first time.
My teacher would have given me a gold star if the only thing I did was that noise.
Absolutely right. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing you ever did in school? I'm talking to you, Chuck.
Me?
Yeah. Something you can say on the
I don't
air.
know if statute of limitations is up yet. Yeah, I got to check.
What about you, Trish? Where does he get this rebellion from? Not from, no, not you.
No.
You're a good girl. Yeah.
Didn't do it. I'd get
Until I became an adult. No.
get in trouble for giving the kid ideas.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
No, he is good.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if there's any funny noises coming around here. All right. So, EJ's PJs. First of all, come up this way a little bit. I'm just getting you on the camera there. Yeah, tiny bit more. Perfect, right there.
Wait,
Okay.
Do I need my Santa hat?
Pretty good.
You don't need it, but
It adds value to the cause.
if
That's
it
it.
adds value to your cause, then by all means. Aunt Dorothy's looking for it. It looks like. We got all sorts of boxes here. Like I don't know what's going on. All right.
Pajama boxes, and I needed to bring all my friends.
Say it again. What?
They're the pajama drive boxes, and then we needed to bring all of our friends.
Pajama drive boxes, and she needed to bring her. So you have friends in the box? I'm all confused.
It's like Andy from Toy Story. He moved out.
All right, so let's start right from the beginning. Tell us what EJ's PJs is.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Oh, Patrick's going to do it. Cool.
Sure. So, EJPJs is a donations. We donate pajamas from newborns to teens, but I'm not sure if we're going into adults. We're still deciding. And we we donate them. So we originally started in 2009.
11.
11?
Yes.
Oh. So 2011.
It's close.
You were born in 2009.
Yeah.
Oh. And
You don't know when you were born there?
You were born in 2009. We started in 2011. Go ahead. How old were you then?
I was 1 year old. I had no clue, oblivious of what was going on. I mean, I don't even remember. And my uncle,
Uncle B.
Uncle Brian, he gave us. He's usually the uncle who gives all the big gifts, like that family members. So
Throws you a couple bucks every time he sees you. Yeah, those are the cool ones.
So instead of giving us the big gift, he decided to give us a mission. So he said, donate clothing, food to like a food drive, toy drive, or clothing drive. And I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I'm guessing from that point on, since because every Christmas we'd always wear plaid pajamas.
Right.
So we decided, since we always wear pajamas on Christmas, we would do a toy drive. I mean, not a toy drive, a pajama drive. So now it's our 12th year, and yeah.
Where do you get the pajamas from? People donate them, but they're not used.
We have multiple locations where our boxes are, like the box that we have there.
Right.
So we have many locations, 70, I think.
77 as of this morning.
77. That's
Yes.
a lot of pajamas.
That is a lot of pajamas.
We started with 33. The home base was always our porch that we collected off of.
Okay.
EJ's PJs was Edward, Jeremy, and Patrick has the P in the PJs, his two older brothers.
Ah, okay.
So yes, what he's saying is accurate. My brother gave a mission to my nephew Lucas and also to my two older boys to go find somewhere else to donate instead of getting a toy this year. And then we came up with our own idea of collecting brand new pajamas for children in need.
Oh, wow.
And we started with 33 pairs the first year, and every year it was our porch until the 9th year when we started getting into businesses and partnered with the town, and then we kept growing and growing and growing.
Wow.
Each year having another goal. So in 2020 we collected 500. We were up to 500. In 2021 our goal was 1,000. We did 1167.
Whoa.
And now Patrick's going to tell you what's the goal for 2022.
So as you may know, it's 2022.
What?
So our goal is 2022 because the year.
Uh-huh.
But me and my mom personally think that we're gonna overreach that definitely.
Really, huh?
Yeah, by the amount of locations that we have.
Nice. 77 locations. That's insane.
Yeah.
And you said the town, was it Brookhaven? Town of Brookhaven?
Town of Brookhaven, yes.
Right, okay.
And then we also have some New York State. I'm not good with my politics, so all I know is Mario Matera also jumped aboard this year to help us, and immensely. He actually they made a commitment to Patrick, so we're going to see if they come through when we met them at the Nesconsin Day Fair.
Okay.
What did they tell you?
They said that they were going to get us, like, almost all of our
half
of our pajamas.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was who?
Yeah,
Mario who?
1,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. And this is Mario who?
Mario Matera.
Matera?
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
He's amazing. He's from the first day when I got up and saw him speak at our civic meeting. You know,
Yeah.
Anybody that stays true to their word and is committed and follows through.
Oh, sure.
Like, amazing. And that's also Kevin Laval in the 9th year when I was on the phone with my friend Dustin, and I'm like, you know what, we should try to get into businesses. And he they said right away as soon as we went there, and every single year they've helped us. And last year we did our first event. This year is our second event. Pictures with Santa.
Right. Yes, I was going to ask about that. That's on my list.
I know it. That's
December 10th.
December 10th. You want to come?
Sure, maybe.
Yes.
Tell me more about it.
Fun.
Okay.
It's Santa.
Well, the reason I said maybe is because I'm actually playing Santa at White Post Farms every weekend, starting this weekend through Christmas.
But
So that's why I said maybe.
Nobody plays Santa. You either believe or you don't receive.
Oh, Patrick, he doesn't know. See, yeah, we messed it up. Well, I messed it up already. We just destroyed his dreams. It's all done. See ya.
Can I tell you my list
Yes.
of things I'm looking for? Because maybe you can help me.
Okay.
I'm looking for a real live reindeer for the kids to feed.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also looking for Will Ferrell, the real elf.
Oh.
Yeah. And the Sesame Street cast.
Oh, okay.
The more people I keep asking, I will get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I
did.
teach you that? Can you shall receive?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Well, let's see. So, real live reindeer. Well, I mean, it's a giraffe Christmas at White Post Farm. So,
Is it?
So yeah, it's I don't know why, but that's what they're doing. It's a giraffe Christmas. So Santa's there along with 2 giraffes and a brand new baby giraffe that was just born.
Like a real one.
Yeah. It's the first giraffe ever born on Long Island.
That's so amazing.
Yeah, so you can hang out with Santa and the giraffes. So I could supply giraffes. I can't supply reindeer.
What about an elephant? A baby elephant?
No.
Okay.
No, they tried to get elephants at White Post Farms, and they chose not to.
Yeah.
But they have alpacas and monkeys and birds.
Claire would love the alpaca.
So then tell Claire to come over.
Claire's my assistant, TLC. Tender loving Claire. She does. I had to give everybody like a specific name because I've known her since she was 5. She's like one of my boys. She lives right next door, and she's helped us with everything. So
That's fantastic.
She updates all the emails and gets the list updated for all the locations, and she runs the Instagram. So
Wow.
It's hard to say assistant, so I call her TLC, Tender Loving Claire.
I like it. And I don't know about Will Ferrell, but I do know at Malloy College, their Elf is playing there in December.
Yeah.
So
I mean, maybe they're looking for charity work too.
Exactly.
You don't know unless you ask.
That's why I'm just throwing it out there, right?
And I didn't know that you were at White Post Farms, so that's exciting to know, because now we have to take a field trip to come visit you.
I think you should.
We will.
Good.
By 2023.
Well, yeah, since it'll be over before that, so yes. I mean, you could go there.
I have to put a deadline on my commitment.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, I mean, you can go there in 2023. You just won't see me. What?
That's safe.
Yeah, I mean, for some, it might be better to go in 2023 when I'm not there. Some people might like it better that way. And then, what else did you ask? Oh, the cast of Sesame Street. That's right.
I really just want Ernie.
Oh, Ernie.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't really want the cast. You want...
Snuffleupagus.
Oh.
Ernie. You ever see A Christmas Eve on Sesame Street?
No, I can't say I have.
There's got to be a guy running around with a snuffleupagus.
I would think there would be.
Somewhere.
Somewhere in the world there's a snuffleupagus.
I'm being really good.
Thank
yes.
He's it
Yep.
hard to be PG?
No, I'm just.
I mean PG-13 because he is 13.
There you go. All right, yes, we could be PG-13 there,
that
Chuck.
crossed about 10 things off my list. But welcome.
Well, so what do you do with the pajamas then? Where do you go with them?
So the town of Brookhaven has an interface program where they collect all the toys, and then we also give them the pajamas. So a lot of 501c3s sign up, and
Okay.
the pajamas get distributed. However, we took a leap of faith this year because Patrick put something on my heart last year for his mission for this.
Yeah.
So, would you like to share?
Sure. So, was it at the meeting with Kevin Laval?
It might have been.
So I'm pretty sure when we had a meeting with Kevin Laval, we were talking, and I said that I think we should be as big as for Toys for Tots, or that's our goal.
Okay.
In pajamas.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you do with the pajamas?
Well, we donate them to kids in need. The original mission was because, like, when you wake up on Christmas morning, having a fresh pair of your own pajamas keeps you, like, cozy, almost feeling like your blanket, keeps you warm, whereas, like, you don't want a used pair. You want your own. It makes you, even no matter what the situation or the circumstances, it's just something of your own that's
So
wrapped around you.
you're collecting new pajamas.
Yes, brand new.
Brand
Thank goodness. Yes.
Yes.
Answers the question.
Yes. The I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So we are 501c3 pending now. This year we took that leap of faith so that we can expand outside of Suffolk County and
Okay.
outside of our area. The only way to do that was to kind of become a 501c3 and 501c3 pending, and then get partnerships and sponsorships and to keep on going and keep on growing. So, like, I don't know if you know, I work for Starbucks.
I did not know that.
Yes, for 14 and a half years. And we've been in several of their locations just by, you know, my personal relationships and connections. And now we're in like 25 of those locations of the 77 are Starbucks.
Wow.
We're in 10 New York City stores. We just got Syosset just on Friday.
Oh, sweet.
Because we have a community portal and you upload everything and people can choose if they want to, what they want to help with.
Okay.
Excuse me. So
So you did that Friday.
Well, Friday I walked into the Syosset Starbucks
Right.
because I was so excited. We got Bevis Francis.
Ah.
Also.
But it was smart because Thursday they were on strike.
No, a store, I think.
Oh,
on
that was just
strike.
one store that went
Yeah,
on
this
strike?
company's done nothing but been a blessing in me and my life. That was the Farmingville store, and I don't know.
You don't want to. All right. You don't want to get into
No,
that.
I only
okay.
know what the company has brought me and done for me.
Okay.
and
That's cool.
abundantly
No
has
problem.
Blessed me, yeah.
Sure.
But yes, I know. I think it was Farmingville,
So
which they're collecting pajamas too for us.
excellent. Which is yeah, totally awesome. So last year was what 1,100 and change? Is that what you said?
1167.
And that was just Suffolk.
That was people with the boxes bringing
Yeah.
them, and then the event.
But it was just in Suffolk.
Yes.
Wow,
In-
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yes, thank you.
But at the same time, though, it's a little disturbing to realize that 1,100 and change kids needed pajamas in Suffolk.
Yes.
Yeah, I had really didn't. I had no idea it was those kinds of numbers.
Yeah. Well, originally also with this was to try to teach my boys a lesson. Where we used to donate them when they were little, the gentleman would explain to them how the families do have to come shopping in these locations, like come to this location and shop
yeah.
to get the toys for their kids. And also the pajamas was also such a blessing for them to have too. Like even at my church now, we have told them we will also give pajamas to the families that come for the food pantry. And she keeps saying to me, "Are you sure it's okay for this amount? Are you sure it's okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I want." Like
Right.
that's, and now we want to get into shelters and hospitals and like see those kids' faces light up. I mean,
Sure.
my kids do have a lot, and I always am reminding them that, you're so blessed. You don't know how blessed you are.
Yeah. Blessed when you making noises instead of thinking about all the kids that can't make noises.
I mean, he is an honorable Boy Scout as well.
Oh, is that right? Shooting for the eagle?
Yes.
Very nice. Nice.
He started at 12. He just decided at 12 he wants to be a Boy Scout.
Oh, so you didn't even do Cub Scouts?
No.
Oh. Wow. So just like that, how did that happen?
I mean, I just wanted to try some new stuff.
All right. Well, I think you'll get some credit with Boy Scouts for all this stuff that you're doing. What is I'm just noticing that cup. What in the
That's a cup.
Yeah, it's like, are you a queen or something?
That's
Like
Starbucks, like a little Starbucks.
yeah, like Starbucks. Like, did you invent Starbucks? I mean, look
like
at this.
a prize from Starbucks, like a gold cup star.
No.
Look at that thing. Is that like, holy cow? They really do love you.
Have you guys thought about branching out into like socks?
We also accept anything people give us as far as like bathrobes or socks. We've had slippers. I mean, we do donate it all.
And I, you know, did we cut you off before when you were talking about Toys for Tots and you wanted to be as big as them? I wasn't sure if we cut you off because I wanted to point out that it's not a competition, you know.
I know.
Like everybody's just giving.
Of course, yeah.
I know, I'm joking with you.
No, but it could add value to that to
Yes,
them.
absolutely.
You know.
You work with them. How about that?
Yes.
Build off of them.
Exactly. So he's thinking. That's fantastic. The So let's see. Let me see. I'm just looking at my
People
notes.
get a hold of you.
Yeah. Where do they find you?
They can find us on EJ's PJ's Pajama Drive Instagram. We also have EJ's PJ's Pajama Drive website. We just this stuff is all, like I said, it's just been blessing after blessing with everything. Last year we got the website. It's still being updated. We got the Instagram last year. This year we got the Facebook page. We have the Facebook event page. So we've been getting a lot of extra helping hands because it has been growing and growing and growing. I mean, originally it was just like friendships and people that I personally had relationships with that were helping us out. And now it's like we have people like, we didn't get our box yet. You know, are you delivering it? So it's been pretty impressive. We have all of Competition Auto Group in Smithtown.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. We're listening.
This is like their third year helping us out. All of them. There's one in Huntington, and then I also don't think you know I'm a crossing guard, right? Because you don't really know me.
No, I did not know you were a crossing guard. No.
So I'm a crossing guard, and my union is just backing us up as well.
Sweet.
Which is amazing because it's all Suffolk County employees because we are the second largest Suffolk union in Suffolk. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was huge. I mean, I've only been permanent for a short time, and to get their backing was huge.
Absolutely.
I'm very thankful.
Just
We're going there after here to go drop off our boxes there.
Each crossing guard should have a box right there on their corner. And the website has like all the locations and stuff where people.
It's getting updated. Yes.
TLC is working on that update.
She doesn't run the. Let's go. Oh my God.
I just got her in trouble.
She's such a good girl. She's dying right now. Just let her go be with her alpaca.
Right. So, yeah, I didn't know the crossing guard. Do you know Nicole LaMonica?
What precinct is she at?
I have no idea. I just know she's out in Suffolk somewhere.
She's just doing that now?
Yeah, she's a crossing guard now. Yeah, she was just on the show last week, and she was telling me she just got into crossing guard.
See, you're calling in crossing guards, and you don't even know it.
I had no idea. It's a in fact, she was here last Monday, so it's crossing guard Mondays.
Wow! Look, you can start a theme.
Sure.
I love a good theme.
Do you?
Yeah, pajamas.
Crossing guards wearing pajamas.
That's hard to do because you got to stay in uniform, but
you put on the.
It would be so fun.
You put on the yellow suits on front on top of it. Who knows? Who sees it?
Santa sees everything.
But speaking of comedians, because Nicole Monica's a comedian as well, I did notice from doing my background here that you're friends with a lot of comedians.
A little bit.
Yeah. How are you just a big fan? Have you dabbled in comedy? Like how did this happen?
I have not dabbled in comedy.
No.
No. I have definitely not dabbled in comedy.
So is this just some kind of weird coincidence?
George Gallo was one of my customers.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
George is nuts.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's definitely nuts, but he's got a great soul.
Yes, he does.
And then actually this Wednesday night, I work many jobs.
Really?
How many jobs?
Really? How many jobs do you have?
3.
Wow.
I work at Cafe Spiga, and
that explains it.
There you go.
Is having, but
We don't like Patera.
no,
He's such a jerk.
is that a shout out to him?
Yes, John and I pick on each other constantly. Constantly.
Yeah.
That's this Wednesday. He's doing it at Spiga.
Yes. Am I allowed to say that?
Yes.
I mean, I'm working.
It's all right.
So come down.
Yeah. Well,
and see Tommy and Gina and me and Tip as well.
see who?
Tommy and Gina, my owners.
Oh, okay.
And it's the bartender's birthday that day.
Oh, you're not the bartender?
No.
Oh.
I'm just a server. Every
All
job
right, take
I
it
do
easy.
is within service.
She was like yelling at me. Did you see that? Just ask what you do there. And do you know who else is doing that show? Do you know Andy? This guy.
With a guitar?
Yeah, he does the Dracula thing.
I worked one show. I feel like I'm being put on this.
You can say no. It's okay.
No, I don't know.
Oh, all right. That's all. See? Yeah, that was easy.
You say no, you say you know us now.
Well, that's what happens. My worlds all connect and collide.
Oh, yeah?
For a greater purpose.
Ooh.
Yes.
A greater... Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. All right. A greater... What greater purpose is it?
Do you want me to give him Wednesday your autograph?
What?
Do you want me to give Andy
my
your autograph on Wednesday? I could deliver that to him.
Oh, no, he wouldn't like that.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the greater... Are we talking about the pajamas and...
No, just in general, everybody always goes together.
Oh,
it just
okay.
works that way.
Oh, to a greater purpose. Just,
yes.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yes. I thought you were talking about something specific.
Stay with us.
I'm bad at this. Yeah, I'm bad at this.
It's okay.
I'm pressing buttons and grabbing
That's my job
faces.
to teach you.
She wants to teach me.
Yes.
She teaches a lot of people.
She what?
She teaches a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, really?
You owe me 30 minutes.
Wow. So, and
is it hard to keep quiet?
No,
Chuck is always quiet.
I'm always.
But I was going to ask you about a certain because talking about how you know a lot of comedians. Yeah. So I like to do this with a lot of my guests. I like to throw out
people's names and then
and just see what they say.
Okay.
And
to brag.
Mutual friends.
But what if I don't know them?
Then just say I don't know
them.
You
know them, and he ain't gonna know you don't know them. How's he gonna know you don't know?
Just say what a great guy. Just say that.
Tell me your friend was coming.
Am I making you nervous?
He does that. He has that effect on people.
You're not making me nervous.
In fact, all right. So I'm going to go because I got a few for both of you actually.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll start with you, if I can find it. Chris Roach.
Well, do you want to know the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Well, anybody that is somebody purposeful to me, I'm going to share that with.
Okay.
I met him outside of the Ocala Castle at a charity event.
Okay.
And had great conversation and talk with him. And I still think he's also an amazing soul.
Oh, absolutely.
Up there with George. Anybody that I really get to know, like, I think that there's something great in everybody. So yes, he went to the charity event that I went to. It was Toys for Hope at the Ocala Castle, which is going to be again this year, December 6th. And we had a conversation outside, and that's how we were connected.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And does he help you out at all with the charity?
I asked him to come to the event, but I think he had something that day.
Likely story. What about you? You got a Roach?
I did.
Anything you want to say about Roach?
I know Roach for 10 years. He's a really good guy.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He's little thing. He's a new thing going on Thursday night here. And
is that this Thursday?
I think it's not. No, this Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's right. So it was this past Thursday. It's next week. I was close. Yeah, the yellow pad, the yellow pad thing. Yeah, which looks great.
Chris is great. He's a great guy.
Absolutely. All right, who else do I have? Billy Geyer. No, just say he's a great guy.
He's a fabulous man.
See that?
Let's see. David Weiss for you.
Yes, David's a very nice guy.
Yeah, great guy.
The radio star.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
10 wins. He's a
10 wins.
Yeah, he's like the news guy.
And he does something with the Ducks too, doesn't he?
Yeah, they get tied together somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
I think he does announcing for the Ducks.
Yeah, something like that. All right, I was going to ask you about Butera, but we already did that. Eric Kalender.
That's my friend.
I know.
How do you? I know.
I know Eric.
Didn't even like.
I know Eric.
No, he's like my friend. We competed together in bodybuilding. We had like an alligator in the bathtub with us. It was extremely exciting.
Is that a story you can tell with your son here?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
An alligator?
He knows him so well too.
Yeah.
Yeah. People don't leave my life. He did my 21-year-old's 6th birthday, and we've been friends ever since.
Oh, okay.
And he was at the event last year as well, but he's always traveling to like Madagascar, educating kids and doing like, big missions.
Yeah, he does incredible work.
How do you know him?
Same thing. I used to run my son's Cub Scouts. I used to be in charge of it, and we went to some scouting event where he was there with his reptiles and alligators and dinosaurs, whatever he had, and we just I think I may have gotten him a job somewhere or something, doing his reptile show, and we just
at White Post Farm.
No, I don't remember where it was. I'm not even sure if I got him a job, maybe, or just got him, maybe just hooked him up with somebody for a possible job. I forget, but it just kind of went from there, and we just.
So you have a good heart.
Okay. I won't argue that. But yeah, we just became friends, and I've seen him because I entertain too. We're in comedy, and I used to do a lot of kids productions and stuff. I don't so much anymore, but so I used to see him around quite often, and we just became friendly. Haven't seen him in years, but I see him on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah. He's getting ready to go to Madagascar soon.
Oh,
That's why I don't think this year he can make the event.
Okay. He might not even know me by name. By face, he probably know me.
Yeah.
But let's see who else I have here. Rich Walker.
Wait.
Great guy.
No. Tony Walker.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
I didn't mean to confuse you. No. No. Rich Walker, he's a comedian.
Yes.
But Walker's not his real last name. He stole it because he wants to be like me.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the greatest form of flattery.
To steal somebody's name?
Or steal something somebody's doing.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's why I was here today. We were talking about our pajama drive.
There you go.
And you mentioned the bodybuilding. Yeah, you were heavily into that, huh?
Yes, I still am.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
And
I'm just not competing.
Oh, how come?
Because it's an extreme strictness that right now I am not able to attain for how my lifestyle is right now, and it's extremely time consuming. I mean, I'm already in the gym like 2 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Like 3 hours plus it's a lot. It's a lot in the family. It's a lot in general.
Well,
I'm not done. I'm not retired.
Okay.
But
well, when you first said strictness, did you mean emotional? Because then you mentioned time after that, so I'm assuming you meant two
everything. But it's a lot of time consuming. I mean, I wake up early every day and go to the gym.
Wow.
Before work and before he goes to school, which is it's all.
Why? I mean, it goes for like 10 minutes. What's the difference?
Do you sleep?
Me?
Yeah.
Do I look tired?
I don't know.
That's the worst thing anybody could ever say to me. Just, do you still work out and you look tired?
No.
You didn't say you look tired. You just asked you to sleep because you're so very
You got
active.
3 jobs. You work at the gym. You take care of your
Really?
It sounds
and you
like
do
that.
pajamas.
It
He wakes
sounds.
up at 4 o'clock. Also.
You wake up at 4 o'clock every day?
Usually.
That's insanity.
I'm not every day. I can't. I have in the past, but I'm not going to say I'm every day right now.
Holy moly. Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, you do so much, so I don't, yeah.
Everybody does so much. I choose how I do because I could not be stuck 9 to 5. Everybody tells me all the time, get 9
I'm
to
the same
5,
way.
9 to 5. No, I'd rather be out doing things and talking to people, and that's my mission placed on me. Everybody's is different.
Right.
I take out the garbage and go to work. It's one or the other.
And I'm exhausted after taking the garbage out. and I'm not getting up at 4.
The wheel starts to stick. You got a problem.
That's right.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. So, all right. So you're expanding your accessibility to collect pajamas.
Right.
You're hoping to get 2,022 this year. So now, would this still be a Suffolk? Would the recipient still be Suffolk, or you're branching out that way too?
I'm trying to branch out, and in fact, just when I was at that Syosset store, and I was just, I just keep talking to people. The manager there said she might know somebody that with domestic violence. I mean, I know tons of organizations and tons of people, but I feel like you should keep it in the area where you're collecting also. So I have a lot of research to keep on doing and friends and connections to keep on asking because there is a need everywhere.
Sure.
But she had said she knew one of her partners with domestic violence, which is something I would love to also, help any way I can.
Right.
Again, like I always say, even with all my customers, and you never know anybody's situation. You
Yeah,
never know,
absolutely.
behind closed doors. You never know what anybody's dealing with.
Right.
And, you know, no matter what it is, people are in need of all supplies, whether it's, you know, toys, clothing, money, anything. You know?
Right. All right, it's just about time for us to go. But I did want to ask, because you said before you like to see the faces of, you know, the kids who, and it's just kids?
It's yes, it's babies to teenagers. However, when we took the leap of faith to make it a 501c3, or when I handed the money over to the lawyer, it opened up my brain to being able to expand into hospital shelters and other areas.
Sure, yeah.
That's honestly, you know, I don't have an attachment with money. I don't do anything for money. And I think everything always works out how it's supposed to be.
Sure.
So for me, it opened up my brain and my imagination to so many other options of places that we can go and people that we can impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the original question I was going to ask, have you ever been there when a child has received your pajamas? Like, have you seen that at all?
Well, I'm hoping this year at my church I'm going to experience that.
Oh, okay.
And then some connections with Stony Brook Hospital. I still have a lot to, I'm just being completely honest.
Yeah, sure.
A lot to research and to get into. I know plenty of people that work in all the health facilities. So, you know, we just gotta get in there and do that.
Sure, okay.
If you have know anybody that is in need, I'm always asking.
Okay.
Because, you know,
right.
Asking you shall receive.
Absolutely. All right, so once again, give us the website and socials and all that good stuff again.
Sure. Wait, can I just say one more thing?
Say whatever you want.
Can we just thank Lauren for connecting us?
Oh, absolutely. I haven't seen Lauren in a few years, so it was really nice of her to do that.
And
yeah.
She's got the most purest heart.
She's great.
As well.
Yeah.
So she's done a lot of great things for me in my life.
And both of you actually, you know, I know I saw it somewhere online. You know, you lost like 130 pounds or something. Lauren did the same thing a few years ago. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. You guys are like rock stars, man. Look at you guys.
Now
So
you just got to take control of your health, and it's not easy.
No, it's not easy at all. No. Why, are you okay?
Me? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
just mean
You scared me.
it's easier to just eat and be
Yeah.
comfortable.
Absolutely.
Everything I want.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now, what's the plan this afternoon? Are you going back to school?
No.
Oh, look at this.
That's it. Your kid's got it made.
You got the coolest mom. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Did you say thank you for pulling you out of school today?
No.
Say thank you right now.
Thank you.
Good boy.
You're welcome. I think you kind of did. You did.
Did he?
I was confused why I'm not going back to school. I want to go back to school.
You want to go back?
Yes. I know you think I'm insane.
Wow. I've never heard anybody say that before.
We can get you back for
2 gold stars.
8th and 9th period.
Wow. All right. All right. So, yeah, it is definitely time for us to get out of here. Thank you, pal.
Friday, I'm here.
That's about this. Friday, you're here. At
I'm here.
Giggle Room or the main
Giggle,
room?
Giggle, Giggle Room Friday night.
Okay. Who else is on that?
Who else is on there? I know Chris Williamson's on there.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not 100% sure who else is
Okay.
going to be on there, but I'll be there.
That's all we need.
That's it.
Very nice. And once again, tell us again where they can find you.
You can find us on EJ's PJ's Pajama Drive website. You can find us on EJ's PJ's Pajamas Instagram and EJ's PJ's Facebook page and event page. The event is December 10th.
And that's what they just come in. They take pictures with Santa.
Yeah, and the donation is a pair of pajamas.
Right.
But we
okay.
also have a lot of great people that are going to be there too.
Oh, okay. So they don't pay
it's
money
fun.
for the picture. They just donate
It's our
pajamas.
way of
get the
giving
picture.
back.
Oh, nice.
Last year was the first. You collect pajamas for us. We give back to you.
Right.
And your children take a picture with Santa. If you can bring a donation, we highly recommend it. If you can't, it's also okay. I wouldn't turn away anybody.
And where is this?
It's at the South Setauket Center Community Center off Wireless Road, December 10th, 10 to 1. Pictures
Nice.
with Santa. Kevin Lavelle is helping sponsor that with the town of Brookhaven. And we also are supposed to have Wolfie from Stony Brook University come. And a few other secrets and surprises.
Very
It's
nice.
going to be great.
And you
Congratulations.
do you ever take money or no? It's got to be just.
Now that I'm doing the 501c3,
Right.
apparently you have to take money to expand, but that's a hard thing for me. But we're working on it and working through it, and yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yes. And we hope to see you guys both there. Please come down
If
you can.
Yeah, I'm every Friday, Saturday every Saturday, Sunday, but this week I'm there the day after Thanksgiving, but I'm 10 to 5. But but I'll have to get some pajamas or something to throw there.
We'll get some pajamas.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
You can come in pajamas. That's the idea. You come in pajamas.
But then how am I going to give them to you? You don't want my pajamas.
No, but when we do the adult pajama party, we want you guys there.
And now we're talking.
Okay?
Now we're talking. You go back to school and let's really talk. He's been dying to get into it. All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys for coming down. This was a lot of fun. Good luck, and stay in school, punk. All right, we're out of here.
Thank you for having
Go
me.
see Chuck on Friday, and go to govs.com. There's, let's see, they got a lot of stuff going on this week. There's a Thanksgiving show on Wednesday night. We'll be in here Wednesday night as well, hanging out. So hopefully we'll get a lot of the comedians hanging out in here with us. If you're free, you want to come hang on Wednesday night. This week, Mike Burton is playing the clubs. Bobby Collins, Elliot Chang, John Butera, Chris Cassandro, Andy Plajanos, Billy Geyer, and this guy right next to me. So go to govs.com, check out the schedule, and make some reservations to some great comedy shows. And tonight, let's see, what do we got on here tonight? Steve Squared at 6:30 tonight. That's on the Facebook page. We got shut down on YouTube. They got too many. I don't know. One of the interviews we did, somebody said something political, so now YouTube shut us down for a week. So I can't post anything on our YouTube channel for a week. So I think that started last Friday. I think it was. Meanwhile, this interview was like 2 months ago. Like they kicked my butt. They kicked my butt. I was going to say something else. Stick to the Facebook page this week. Steve's great at 6:30. And then we're back here tomorrow at 11 o'clock. It is Tuesday Trivia, and Jay and Dan better be here because they haven't been showing up the past couple weeks, so we'll have to beat them up. That's it. All right. Thanks again, guys. It was a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm just about done here. Okay, here we go. See you later.